everyone. Welcome to the session. At the end of the session, you will able to know what are the components of big data. So what are the main four components? Ingestion layer, storage system, analysis, and consumption. So data must be ingested from different sources. So are translated and stored then analyzed before the final presentation in a understandable format. So we are following this mainly four steps. So first component is ingestion layer. The thing is, first step is pulling in raw data. So we are getting the sources from, that is the input from different sources. That is internal sources like relational databases, non-relational databases, etc. And some of the sources we are getting from that is social media, emails, phone calls, or somewhere else. So mainly two kinds of that ingestions things are. So one is batch processing, another is streaming. So streaming is continuous flow of data. For example, we have to handle the real-time data. So the data are located and pull the data as whatever is generated. So it's a constantly monitoring for the changes data in the data. So which data we can take it? For example, TV channels, we are getting the streaming data. And while you are watching the YouTube, we are getting this continuous flow of data. That is streaming data. And similarly, another data process is batch. It is collecting the large group of data or whatever is generated and delivered together. And mainly can be triggered by the conditions and launched on the schedules or ad hoc manner. So what are the challenges we are facing while we are dealing the data in the ingestion layers? One is speed of the data. So because the different speed data are processing, and quality of data, and main challenges, securities and competencies. And next component is storage systems. We can say that is the three main things ETL: extract, transform, and load. That extract process is doing by the ingestion layers. So once extracted, so how the storage layer is going to handle the things. Whenever the data, that converted data are stored in a data lake or maybe warehouse for processing the further steps. It is the actual embodiment of big data because we are handling the huge set of data. The data are homogeneous data are opposed to simplify the large collection of random and inconclusive data. Again, what is the issues in the storage? Because cloud and other advanced technologies have limits on the data storage. So again, the main concern of our project to handle the huge volume of data and accessible of the data. The next component is analysis. So mainly in the big data, we are talking about four main the analysis processes: diagnostic, descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. So what is first of all the diagnostic? So we can take our medical conditions. So doctor will diagnostic our maybe the health conditions and giving recommendation medicine to us. Similarly, diagnostic is why the problem is happening in the big data. So anything is maybe it's occurring, we have to analyze and take the the deep dive into things. So like what is the customer information, what is the matrices, what are the key performance indicators to explain why certain things are happened and why it's not produced the expected result. So detailed diagnostic report of the data. So next analysis is descriptive. So how it's a descriptive analysis, it's talking about the current state of that whatever data we have to analyze through the past data of, that is a historical data of that particular problems. So mainly it uses the previous, so how they maybe solve the problem, or maybe how they forecasted the things like sales rate, what is the seasonal impacts and more. It's mainly dealing the questions of watch. Next analytics is predictive. So predictive is, that is a future. Again, it's based upon the past data, that is historical data. So it's getting the patterns and evaluation of what are the trajectories of the relevant matrices. And it's mainly that estimate the future efforts. So I can say one example of the predictive is maybe the last year, the same day, rainy. Maybe today also we will get it rainy. So because we are taking the past data, past historical data of last year, and maybe the same data today year. So next article is prescriptive. So it's predictive analysis next step further by projecting the best future efforts. So mainly decide how to maybe taking the best effort to forward to the next step. And we already have the different set of result. So we can take the decisions based upon this to proceed in a best way. So this is the prescriptions. That is the prescriptive analytics. So once you've done all the analysis process, the final, most of the things we have to visualize what kind of data you taken. So how you analyzed, how you stored, all those things are done on the past pre-step. So we have to project the data with the help of real-time, maybe the chartboards or charts or graphical representations or map representations. So in this lesson, you have learned about how the ingestion layer, storage systems, what are the different way of you analyze the system, then how you can visualize the data with help of dashboard, charts, graphs, or maps. So now quiz time. What are the main components of big data? Answer is all. So HDFS for storage, map reduce and yarn for processing. Thank you.